and you know what that means. Apologize for any feedback from the jacket here. Wearing this since the work shirt I was wearing was anyway. It's Monday, and you know what that means. It's time for the Nick Weitoish show here at our normal time, as close to normal time as possible, the 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock hour, and we are kicking things off right away with the Raw preview. We have Monday Night Raw from Madison Square Garden. John Cena final appearance on Monday Night Raw. It's going to be very, very weird to think about when it really comes down to it. His final Monday Night Raw. Well over 430 matches in his career have been on Monday Night Raw. We could see his final, I would say, televised match tomorrow, but tonight, but we don't know if he's going to be in a match. We don't know if he's just going to come out and say thank you. We don't know if it's going to be an impromptu title match for the Intercontinental Championship. We just don't know. But this is Adam Pearce did announce in his preview that John Cena will kick off Monday Night Raw tonight. My hope would be that we see Dom come back out and want a rematch. He get the rematch, and then, I mean, it would be kind of stupid to have Cena hold the title for a week, but at least it would give Dom the title back, and it wouldn't give whoever does beat John Cena in his retirement, well, I would hope whoever beats him in his final match, being the champion, then would be up for it. But Tristan is here. What's up, Tristan? Thank you for joining us. We also have Solo Sikoa versus a mystery opponent in the Last Time Is Now tournament. A lot of theories have been floating around on Twitter in the IWC as general. I think it's going to be Austin Theory. That's my final pick. That's my final prediction. That's my theory. I think it's going to be Austin Theory, and then that's how he's going to get shoehorned into joining the Vision and War Games as well. We also finally have the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Maxine Dupree has 2 victories over Becky Lynch, both a disqualification and a countout, and now she gets her championship match. I see Becky Lynch retaining somehow, either way of disqualification or interference from the one and only AJ Lee, and then that sets up both Becky and AJ joining the teams for War Games. And then after that, starting a feud for the Intercontinental Championship where AJ Lee does finally dethrone Becky Lynch. We also have another first-round matchup for the Last Time Is Now tournament. Gunther, the returning Gunther. I'm glad they didn't waste a surprise on him. We knew he was going to come back eventually. He was shown in the video whenever they first talked about the Last Time Is Now tournament against a debuting Javon Evans, making his Monday Night Raw debut. So that match goes down tonight, and then of course the solo mystery opponent there as well. What are you talking about right now? We're jumping right in with the Monday Night Raw preview. So I had the graphics there ready to rock and roll. We also do have NXT. Actually, those are not the vertical ones. There we go. There's the vertical ones. Still kind of off a little bit. But before we get into other boxing news, which some massive news broke this morning, we do have, of course, NXT Gold Rush is Tuesday, and that is at the theater at Madison Square Garden. So that makes sense and why Javon Evans is in the tournament. Hopefully, maybe we get somebody from NXT stepping to John Cena for an Intercontinental Championship shot. We won't know until tonight. But we have tag team titles on the line. Leon Slater and Javon Evans against Dark State. We have the NXT Women's Championship. And again, this is on NXT Gold Rush on Tuesday. Tatum Paxley versus JC Jane. The Women's North American Championship. Blake Monroe versus Zarya. And then we have the AAA mixed tag team titles, which will open week 1. With Chelsea Green and Ethan Page going up against Joe Hendry and Thea Hale. Gonna get to the normal background now, just to have it up and ready to go once I can talk about Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. It's official. It's finally happening. They've announced it. The goal was to announce it before the end of November. Jake put out a tweet saying he wasn't going to hold his breath for this year, meaning, and I took that to mean the fight might not happen this year, and we might be looking at a January date, and maybe Tommy Fury, where they just pay him the 15 million. But Tommy Fury loses out on Netflix money, Netflix exposure, and another massive payday from Jake Paul and MVP. Instead, we're getting Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua, a matchup that Jake wanted in 26, but we're getting it at the end of this year. So I can only imagine where we are gonna go, in 26 for the problem child. Alex, thank you, Alec. Your hair is superb. Thank you. I appreciate that. Funny enough, I had a headband on to kind of get it to stay kind of brushed over to the side because it sits in my face. But anyway, yes, Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul is official. We also have, it will be December 19th. Still in Miami, same venue as what Tank Davis and Jake Paul was supposed to be. That one is out. Joshua's in, and the press conference will be this Friday, November 21st, hosted by the one and only Ariel Helwani. We also know that DAZN is allowing Anthony Joshua to fight over on Netflix. MVP reportedly paid DAZN a lot of money to make that happen, to be able to make that happen. My phone's going to die, so I'll watch the stream, but I'm not going to talk. I appreciate that nonetheless. Gillian or Jillian, 8098, I appreciate that. Be sure to double tap that screen and help us send it out to the algorithm. The beard looks great. How long you been growing it? I get this, people ask this a lot. Anthony Mendez, this has been growing since I started my job here. And that was back in July, about 4 months that this has been coming in. I need to take better care of it. But I use beard oil that it's made by my wife. So if you want some beard oil from the best out there, good organic beard oil, let me know, and I can put some links up here on my YouTube channel in the community tab, and you can support the both of us. But yes, you see that it's going to be at the Casilla arena or stadium or center, whatever that is. I think it was once the American Airlines Arena or Center, the opposite one of the one that's in Dallas where Jake has fought before. Landman did come out last night. I was going to get to that one here in just a second. But yes, Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul, the fight is official. Cannot believe that we are indeed going to get a Jake Paul fight at the end of the year. Nothing else other than that. We went over Raw. I know a lot of people were confused on Drew McIntyre being suspended and then still being now involved in War Games. And I don't know if they're just keeping kayfabe alive or I don't know what they're doing. But Paul Heyman told Nick Aldis that he can take anyone on any roster to any show, regardless of if he's suspended or not, which is exactly what he did. And a lot of people on Facebook are saying that that's not true, but it is. So McIntyre is on the Vision along with Logan Paul and Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. So I'm hoping that tonight from MSG that Roman and Brock Lesnar will both return. I'm hoping that Austin Theory is the mystery opponent and that he somehow is the fifth member of the Vision. See him and Paul Heyman talking backstage. I just don't see Brock Lesnar on a team like so many other people do. And I think the teases we were getting for Lesnar joining the Vision were just us thinking it was more so than what it was. Yes, Heyman announced him at WrestlePalooza, but I think that was just nostalgia. I think that was just for the feel, for make it a bigger deal than what it was. But yes, that was Papa John. What's up? How are you? We just previewed Monday Night Raw. We talked about Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua being official finally December 19th on Netflix. I can't wait. Cannot wait. I'm off all weekend long from the 18th to the 23rd. Smoking some turkey. Okay. I see you. Um, getting it hot take, but turkey on Thanksgiving is mid. I'd rather have ham and I'd rather have chicken over turkey. Turkey it's just too dry. But I can't wait for Thanksgiving next week. The Steelers got a big win. I know they don't play on Thanksgiving. They never do. And that's a terrible picture of the standings. But the Steelers remain in first place. Tristan there, I mentioned Landman. Landman season 2 kicked off last night. It was very good. I made some mental notes here. It started out great. I loved the luncheon scene with Monty's wife. My turkey is never dry. There's a reason why Texans smoke turkey. It stays juicy and moist. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a cook, so I don't I love to taste food, and I will give feedback on food, but cooking it, that's not me. But yeah, I'm a ham or chicken kind of guy. So, um, yeah. Jake Paul being involved, Anthony Joshua, Landman was great. The luncheon scene was fantastic. It started off really good. I really enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't like, there were a couple things I did not like, and that was that they have Ainsley playing stupid way too well. The stereotypical dumb blonde cheerleader type, very stuck up. I did watch Tulsa King. I did watch Tulsa King. I'll get into that after Landman. But yes, I did. We watched that. I watched that, and then we watched Tommy Boy once again, and then we went. Well, I went to bed. The wife stayed up because, you know, what better time to order stuff on Amazon than at 2 o'clock in the morning. Shout out to my wife, my beautiful wife, Martina. Again, she's been on the channel before. So, wig or real hair? This is real hair, brother. Cry me a river. Chris Farley, what a goat. What a goat. Rest in peace, Chris. Absolutely. Bane, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. My real hair. It is real. Thank you. I appreciate that it looks like a wig, but yes, it is real hair. Gray hair jeans. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's so funny. All right, let's see. Hair is real, but the glasses are fake. No. These are real glasses. I just have awful eyes, awful vision. But yes, yeah, Landman was good. They're playing Ainsley too dumb for me. The whole interview at TCU was hard to watch. And the mom is no better. They have her being this crazy psycho, stuck up, needing over the top, very what I can't think of the word. I cannot think of the word. The word is I'm drawing a blank. Wow, I can't think of the word. I oh wow. Anyway, whatever that word is, that I can't think of right now. High maintenance. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know if you follow anime, but there's big news coming to the anime community. I'm not a big anime guy. There, Papa John just never has been my thing. Never has been my thing besides like Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon. That's like the only two really that I've ever really gotten into. But Sakuna U5R, hi dude, what's up? I'm 27. I'll be 28 in February. I see we got some new people here. Logan Fry, hello, how are you? Bane1234, 27, like I said. Carthy08, hi, how are you? But yes, they're the mom and the daughter in Landman, very high maintenance. And Billy Bob Thornton does a great job of his character. I think it adds to his character, which is why they have it so bad, and so over the top. But it's more of a platform coming to the U.S. solely based for anime enthusiasts. Okay, all right. So it's like their own streaming service, or like something else there. Karthi08, I'm from India. That checks out. A lot of my viewers come from India. So everyone that's in here now, please, 9 people watching. We should have 9 likes. So please double tap the screen. I'm guessing Tristan and Papa John already double tap the screen. Japan has made a Netflix version of anime. Oh, that's got to be pretty cool, I guess. Again, I don't really watch it, but I'm sure that's pretty cool. I think Gillian was here, so hopefully they... Oh, there we go. 4 likes now. Thank you for double tapping the screen. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, Landman. Billy Bob Thornton does such a good job of playing into that character of being very calm, cool, and collected with the wife whenever she freaks out and everything. Cooper, I wish he could have done a little bit better on caring for whenever he came into the house after his girlfriend got their baby to sleep, and then he just comes in all loud. And I mean, he's excited for what he's getting done, but with his deal and everything, and how he woke up and left early or whatever. But thank you, Papa John. I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Where are you from? I'm from Pennsylvania, but I live in North Carolina. Sakuna, also from India, I see. Thank you so much. Or Croatia, I apologize. I couldn't really see what the flag is going from my phone. We're at 5 likes, less than 20 minutes in. I love to see it. People probably don't know, but Billy Bob Thornton was once married to Angelina Jolie. Wow, I did not know that. That is, learn something new every day. Clash Royal Krypton 6295. Yeah, I don't know how to answer you. We don't really discuss all that kind of stuff here. So I don't know how to answer you. But I appreciate the comments. Nice to meet you. Okay, I appreciate that. Angelina Jolie is the daughter of John Bott, the actor. Okay. Landman season 2 off to a great start. And another great fun show to watch going into the new year. But yes, Tulsa King, we talked about that. We talked about that as well. Tulsa King was great. It started out slow and ended on another cliffhanger, which I'm getting tired of. If I'm being honest, they're really stretching this out. And I hope that they are going to do 12 episodes maybe this season, because if they end it, that was episode 9 last night. Video call, okay, all right. That appearance by Samuel L. Jackson. Yes, he is going to be the star in the spinoff of Nola King. We finally got introduced to him and a little bit of his backstory and back character and everything. He ended up teaming up with Dwight, was actually hired to kill him, and taken out by Quiet Ray, of course. And then we see that they teamed together to take out the hitmen that were sent for them. If anyone hasn't watched it, skip over that part. But it was really really good. So hopefully we get 12 episodes. The ending to last night's episode, being on another cliffhanger. I hope that either episode 10 is like an hour plus, versus the 38 minutes. But I also hope that they give us a 12 episode season. I really really do. So we're at 6 people watching, five likes. So if we can get 5 more, that would be awesome. Nola King will watch as well. Samuel L. Jackson, first ever TV show he's a part of as the main character. That's super interesting. I did not know that that's his first like leading role for TV. But it does, I guess it does make sense and checks out. Have you seen anything on when that will start? Because I know about it, but I haven't seen a date for when that will premiere or anything like that. Shout out to Monster, of course. Another late night last night. Steelers got a big win. I know I went live during halftime yesterday. Filming will begin in March for Nola King. Okay, so it probably won't debut or premiere until next year. Maybe we get that in the middle of the year and it's a spring summer show versus a fall. I guess they could still align it with Tulsa King, because they are greenlit for season 4. But that's going to be a lot of fun. I think it should be very interesting to see how that spinoff does. Boston Blue, another spinoff of Blue Bloods. I'm still on episode 2 of that. I need to finish it. Summer premiere July or August. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Good old Paramount Plus, which is gonna see a price increase in January whenever the UFC officially goes over to Paramount Plus for their events. Reacher season 4 is about to start filming. Okay. It's another show that I need to watch. Also, Papa John, I forgot to mention and message you. I went to use that website for UFC on Saturday night, and it wasn't working. So I meant to message you and let you know that it wasn't working. I don't know if it timed out, or I don't know if you need a different link every time. But yeah, the link wasn't working for me whenever I tried it. I will give you another site. Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, the wife and I were at Buffalo Wild Wings, and we watched a little bit of the fights. I did miss the end of the Bo Nickel fight. Being a Penn State fan, definitely love watching him. I know he won with a massive knockout from a head kick, but I missed it. But we were watching a little bit at Buffalo Wild Wings. That was a lot of fun. It's been a year now since we got engaged. And then our anniversary for getting married is coming up next month. So maybe one day my wife and I will be back live together. That's how we met, how we connected and everything. So all those shows are on the channel here somewhere. Do you hear news about Nixon Newell trying to sue AEW? I've seen a little bit of it cycle through and circle through the news. Apparently, they walked out because the match was only going to be a couple of minutes. I didn't see anything that she was full on suing them. I saw that she was on a Twitch stream and was talking a little bit about it. I saw she made some comments about Bryan Danielson, but I didn't see that she was going to sue AEW, which is kind of crazy. But I mean, props to her for standing up, her and her tag team partner, which is also, I believe, her girlfriend. So, props to them for standing up for themselves. And a lot of fans are. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. That seems to be the route that talent goes to once they leave WWE or don't find success in AEW. That seems to be the route that they go. So I would not be shocked. I know Cora Jade is also in legal issues um, with is having some legal troubles. Manny Rose, Cora Jade, big number one and number two there for as examples. Cora Jade is apparently having some legal trouble as well, or taking legal action for leaks from her site like that. So, I mean, going Lacey Evans is another one. Lacey Evans is one of the first ones that did it. Wow, I didn't know Dana. Well, Dana, I guess Dana Brooke was forced to retire. So, um, yeah, I think they all do. I don't think any of them really go balls to the walls with that kind of stuff. Which, you know, go out and do what you got to do, I guess. Oh, okay, all right, gotcha. Okay, huh. Whenever I saw the comments, she was making it seem like she had to retire. Um, but okay, that makes sense. I also saw Lana is also pregnant. Her and Rusev are back together and have been for some time, and they are now um, they're expecting a child, so that's pretty cool. TNA doesn't care about OnlyFans. Well, yeah. Um, we'll see how long that goes for up until they get a TV deal. Uh, News on that front is that AMC is the front runner to land the media rights deal for TNA. It's going to be interesting to see if they keep that show, keep TNA on Thursdays, or if they do move that to Wednesdays to directly compete with AEW. And it would be interesting to see where their pay-per-views go, if they're going to stay on pay-per-view, or how that's going to work. I've given it some thought to look into how I can watch TNA and their pay-per-views and all that stuff, just because I know it's going to be something different. But a lot of wrestlers, current and former, are pregnant. Yeah, yep. It is interesting when the waves. It comes in waves, I guess. But other, I mean, Matt Cardona or Zack Ryder just returned. Surprised that him and Chelsea Green have not been needed to take time out. Naomi, Dana Brooke, Lana, and Maria Kanellis all pregnant. Yep. There was someone else too. I can't think of. I thought there was someone else, but it's slipping my mind. I mean, they're all out and will be for some time. But Liv Morgan, it was, unless this was an old video, I'm not sure. But I saw a video of Liv Morgan taking some bumps again in her ring and her barn. Carmella. No, that was Corey and Carmella had another baby. That's why he was out for that couple of weeks. That's why he was taken out by Brock Lesnar at was that WrestlePalooza? Was it WrestlePalooza when Corey Graves got taken out and then he was off commentary for a while? But yes, Michael Cole announced it and congratulated them, which they kept that one quiet from between the last one and then this one. They kept it very quiet. So, but yes, that's why Corey Graves was out for quite some time after WrestlePalooza, got involved and saved Michael Cole and all that good stuff. So that was the reason for that. So. Carmella and Corey, 2 kids under 2 years old, and then plus the kids they had from previous marriages. So, it's very interesting to see when, who, and how they go about doing all that. Um, and then of course Logan, yeah, stepkids, yep, from other marriages, absolutely. Um, yeah, that's a lot of news gone over today. Might keep it shorter. I do have about 20 minutes or so left. And I do kind of want to go eat something, but I know Papa John, you're holding the chat down. I appreciate. I know Gillian or Jillian said that they were watching, but their phone was almost dead, so they wouldn't be talking. If you're still here, thank you. I appreciate it. 8098, I appreciate it. Tristan, I know was here. We had some new commenters, new chat going on. We're at 5 likes, 5 people watching, so I appreciate it more than anyone can ever know. I'm talking right now. Yeah, I'd say that. I appreciate it. You're still here. Thank you, thank you. Um, I know on Saturday I did try. I gave it a shot and tried the different format with both Saturday and Sunday. I tried StreamYard and had the vertical format and the horizontal format, which did not. Liv Morgan and Bo Dallas are no longer together from the last that I heard when she was on Impulsive. Um, well, yeah, when she was on Impulsive, she confirmed that she was single. So, um, but I have no doubt um, that that would have happened. They're back together. Okay. Yeah, I they must be doing a great job of keeping it quiet because that has not they split because she wanted kids and he wanted kids and she didn't. Yeah, when she was on Impulsive, um a couple months ago, or if not a year, sometime last year, um we it was she was on Impulsive, and that's when she confirmed that she re-signed with the WWE and signed a 5-year deal. And she talked about being single. She talked about being focused on WWE. Um, so I mean, if they got back together last month, or they got back together and it was confirmed last month, I must have skipped over that one. But I guess, is there a problem? Okay. I think you've been on here before asking for money. Which I don't do. Um, but I guess, I mean, hey, if she's been off injured and they, rekindled, then that's awesome for them. But yeah, what problem there do you have? Um, I'll do the best that I can to help with that. If it's gonna be a spammer asking for money, kindly ask you to go somewhere else. Okay. What's up? What is up? Do my best. I'll do my best. I'm sure everyone else in the chat will do their best as well to help you out. So, um, we'll see here. Yeah, Liv Morgan. Hopefully she's back soon. Um, I mean, if not this year, then maybe at the Rumble. I mean, then again, her coming back and winning the Rumble. I mean, going up against Stephanie Vicaire or Jade, that would be tough. Air Supreme. Hey, I got a question. What's your question? What's up? What's up? Honestly, looking forward to Y2J return. Yeah, Chris Jericho could be the mystery opponent tonight. There's a good song that you could play in the background. Twist by chord. Yeah, I can't play music. I can't play music in the background because of the copyright issues. I also can't play music from my phone, which is where I'm live from, being in the vertical format here. Solve the question of mechanics. Any possibility solve mechanics question? help work energy there. What? Supposedly he's coming back for the Hall of Fame, not copyrighted. Oh, yeah, no, I can't play it in the background from my phone, which is how I'm live. So, um, but what I was saying a little bit ago before I got off on and talking about Liv Morgan. The other format and the other way that I was doing the shows on Saturday, Sunday was interesting, but it proved what I was wondering, and confirmed, um, that the vertical format and being directly live directly through YouTube is way better than going through StreamYard and doing both the vertical format and the horizontal format. But yes, playing music that is copyrighted will give him a strike. Yes, and I don't want any strikes. It's not, even if it's not copyrighted, I still get, there can be a claim, a copyright claim, versus a strike, which are different. Not copyrighted, possible, currently on his phone. Thank you, Papa John. I appreciate it. So yeah, maybe whenever I get a chance to, maybe Saturday, Sunday, which will be primarily when I'm doing the other format, from StreamYard. At least, well, I mean, then again, the only reason to use StreamYard would be to use it for the clips. But as long as I keep the shows under an hour, then I can just drop it into CapCut and get some clips out. So, probably won't be using StreamYard anymore. It's way too much per month, to use it when I could do the same thing here on my phone, and still get clips and everything like that. So for future reference, any dubstep remix of any song is not copyright for permission. Well, I appreciate that. I try to get a new intro up, because the one that I had from London over at No Dirt Sheets, for whatever reason, even though he owns the rights to the song that he used, it was still giving me a copyright claim, which just limits the reach that the video can get. It's not a strike or anything like that. So I'll have to look into that for a new intro. There, Papa John, I appreciate you pointing that out. Yeah, so we got about 10 minutes left. Know a streamer that does a kazoo as his intro music. I do eventually want to get back to the StreamYard format, but I don't know if it pops up the same, or if everyone is gonna like it. Vivek Chewed Harry. Like your beard, can I do pull-ups? What? Thank you for the nice words on my beard. The second part, I'm not sure what it is you're talking about. But this will be a shorter episode again. I really wanted to go get food, but I might have to just go in and snack a little bit, with what we have in there. But I'll be shorter episode, trying to get an hour, but just isn't happening with getting out on my break and everything, and needing to do a little bit of research before I start the show. So, but a good one nonetheless. Great turnout from everyone here. I appreciate it so much. And we'll be back again tomorrow as we hit the 40-minute mark. We have about 10 more minutes. So I know, wanted to get as close to an hour as I can. The chat was great. Making a burrito for my lunch. Ooh, that sounds really good. My wife is making, we're having chicken tonight. I think she said is what we're having tonight. I can't wait to get home and scarf that down. We had Papa John's again on Friday. Like I mentioned, on Saturday or Sunday, one of those 2 days, went quick. Making beef stroganoff as dinner. Oh, that sounds really good too. Hamburger helper, that hits. Might have to have her make that at some point too. I know we're having tater tot casserole at some point this week too, which is really good. Yeah, we've hit the 40-minute mark. Got about 10 minutes left on my break still. So thank you to everyone for joining. As always, we'll go over the Raw real quick. Raw preview one more time. Mine is not Hamburger Helper from scratch, but that's just me. Not well, I get that, and I love that for you. That you can cook, and obviously, I mean, seems to be that you're a great cook and do from scratch. Me, I love Hamburger Helper. I love food in general. I know that that's been pointed out by someone in the chat before in one of the many shows that I've done. But yeah, we're gonna do a quick Raw preview once again. I'll get some clips for the video and get that out there. So once again, Raw Monday Night Raw tonight. Monday Night Raw tonight, we have John Cena. Final appearance on Raw, we have Solo Sikoa versus a mystery opponent. I think it's going to be Austin Theory. We have the Women's Intercontinental Championship match, Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree. Gunther versus a debut, Monday Night Raw debut of Javon Evans. And then Solo Sikoa, like I said, versus the mystery opponent. And that is Monday Night Raw preview for November 17th, 2025. All right, got that clipped. Hopefully that was within the 49-second window to get that clips. I know that it'll give me a highlight as well before I go back in here and get some snacks there. Raw preview, mostly looking how they are going to keep building for War Games. Yeah, they wait till the very, very last minute to do so, which I guess is fine, but I wish that they would do a little bit more, especially because they are now doing a traditional Survivor Series elimination match 5-on-5 on SmackDown before Survivor Series instead of just putting that match on the card to have both War Games and the traditional Survivor Series matches, which I wish they would do with the champions. They could do the traditional champion versus champion or feature NXT on the card as well. And go off of there. Hopefully start announcing Hall of Fame inductees. Yeah, but oh yes. 34-68 Tate versus Chase. I almost forgot to talk about that one. Hopefully start announcing for Hall of Fame. Yeah, I can't believe they announced Stephanie McMahon for the Hall of Fame as early as they did at WrestlePalooza, and now we have not heard a peep about the Hall of Fame since then for anyone else, which is kind of crazy. But that about does it on WWE. We will have more on AEW tomorrow. Collision and Dynamite are on the same night for Wednesday, so we'll go over obviously review Monday Night Raw tomorrow. We will preview NXT and then talk a little bit about Dynamite as well before Wednesday's show, where we will heavily preview Dynamite, review NXT and Raw, and so on and so forth. But Andrew Tate versus Chase Damore, December 20th. For Misfits. Misfits Mania is what they're calling it. The fight before Christmas. I can't wait for that one. It's going to be back-to-back nights of boxing action. It's going to be interesting to see what platform they put that on streaming-wise, if that's going to be on DAZN, pay-per-view, or, well, we know it's going to be pay-per-view. We know Dylan Dennis is going to be on the card. Anthony Taylor, Slim is returning to the ring. But Andrew Tate versus Chase Damore, I think Andrew Tate's gonna win. I think they're making it very much a WWE storyline. They're named him CEO, and now they're gonna have him fight as the CEO to win the heavyweight title, and then they're gonna have set up for Andrew Tate versus KSI. Chase doesn't stand a chance. Tate is an absolute beast. He looks great. I know he's said he's been retired for 10 years, but given that he hasn't stopped training, is he really actually retired? And I know there's a difference between sparring over 10 years just for a workout versus actively competing and sparring and everything like that. So I'm going to go with Andrew Tate. I think he's going to win. just based on his experience and what he's actually done in the ring versus Chase Demore. And I know he's the current champion or whatever, but they are very, very, very much making this like WWE, which is absolutely crazy and insane. More fights are going the WWE route only to bring in more fans and viewers like how wrestling does. Don't you think Tate versus Logan would be more fair than Tate versus KSI? Absolutely. Jake, either Jake or Logan. Jake or Logan facing Andrew Tate would be way better than KSI. KSI doesn't stand a chance. KSI never beat Logan, so but I know that they've squashed the beef. They're now business partners. Speaking of KSI and Logan, I also saw that there is a new Prime flavor out. I saw it. I thought I took a picture of it, but I guess I didn't. Yeah, Logan Paul is amazing. Shout out to you, Air Supreme, for realizing that. He's very humble, so humble. Impulsive was one of my favorite podcasts. Logan, Jake, Mike, I'm a big fan of all of them. So, I loved him in the Rumble. Okay. Windows 98. Remember me? It's me, the four phones guy. Why I appreciate it. Hopefully you'll double tap the screen with all four phones and different accounts, and get us over. Maybe make a fifth one so we get to 10 likes. But please, everyone, double tap the screen. It helps me out a lot. Before we wrap this one up here at just under 50 minutes. So. Thank you to everyone for watching. I am going to get out of here, and we'll be back tomorrow. Of course, go over to Facebook where I live post for Monday Night Raw. We'll have the preview out over there with the graphics. Same thing as over here on YouTube with the video. Let's see. Would be crazy. Andrew versus Logan. Tristan versus Jake. That would just blow up social media. It absolutely would. Absolutely would. Grande is great. KSI isn't a boxer or fighter. He doesn't have the skill or mentality of a fighter. KSI is more like the truth, a comedic relief character between real fights. Absolutely. I saw that he apparently said if he would have beat Tommy Fury, he would have dedicated everything to boxing. But I think he saw that there is levels to it with Tommy Fury. And Tommy Fury absolutely wiped the floor with KSI compared to what he did with Jake. I think that fight should have been a tie. Jake did not do enough to win outside of the knockdown. But I think it should have been a tie at best. Same with Logan and KSI. I think they should have done a tie in both fights. But yes, KSI... He's for right now, he's saying that he's going to focus on YouTube and everything like that. So he's done with boxing, so he says. So we'll see. He's still waiting to get his surgery on his hand and everything like that. So, but eventually I think he'll get back in the ring, unfortunately. If KSI is a boxer, then Dom Mysterio is the next world heavyweight champion. No. Dom is ready for the main event scene. Dom is ready to be world champion, 1,000%. Over. I can't compare the two. Dom is about it. Dom is putting the work. Dom is way different than what KSI is here. Next year, absolutely, I think he should win. He should win a world title, 1,000%. And with that, we will drop it here. Again, we'll be back live tomorrow, right here on YouTube in the vertical format, only. And we will be, talking about so much. So thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you for viewing, watching, subscribing. KSI is a boxer like Ryback. There you go. That's a better correlation there. Ryback is never right about anything. And on that note, perfect way to end this one. Another great show. Thank you, Papa John. Thank you, Air Supreme. Thank you, Ryan, 3468. Thank you, Windows 98. Thank you to everyone who watched. Dropped something in the chat. gave us a like. Thank you so much. For Sleeper Sports Media and for Nick, this is the Nick Weitosh Show. I'm Nick Weitosh, and we will be back live tomorrow. Also posting and talking about Monday Night Raw over on Facebook while live posting that show. So stay tuned for more on the YouTube channel, or go over to Facebook and check that out. Join the group. Go over and support all the channels listed on my channel, No Dirt Sheets, and everyone else, Championship Harvest. Shout out to them, and Hunter and London and all the friends of the channel. We will be back tomorrow. Thank you again. Once again, I'm Nick Weitosh for the Nick Weitosh Show here at Sleeper Sports Media, and here